the blacktop with a laptop. Sasquatch is my bodyguard, so back off. Me and my coat.
Okay, fight fans, I've got to tell you the team has come together. One more time. Combat Sports TV Live. Look to my left. You see Sean Malone. Look to my right. I've got the lovely Lisa Lamb. Let's get down to the fight fan information that you're looking for. We're here at Paulie Ayala's promotion. Today's date, I've got to keep it straight. January 28th, 2012, the year of our Lord. Let's get down to 6 bouts. I got to tell you, Sean, it's brewing, baby. We've got a main event right here. Tell me who is fighting. I've got him right here for you.
All right, now this is a great card. We got Miguel Buendia fighting Angel Rodriguez in tonight's main event, and also the return of Alex Clarkson. Now we know Alex from his amateur days here in Dallas. Guy is a beast. Now Paulie Ayala is never one to have a bad card. In fact, he's the 2011 North Texas Fisticuffs Boxing Promoter of the Year. So we're expecting a great night of fights tonight.
Well, Lisa, you got to tell me about the opponents. I know I've got Miguel Buendia climbing into the ring with Angel Rodriguez at 5-7. You know anything about this guy?
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. Angel Rodriguez comes to fight. He's a hell of a fighter. And Miguel got a tough opponent on his hand, but this is going to be a all-out brawl. If they're not boxing, they're going to be in there for how many rounds? 6 or 8 rounds? Whatever how many rounds it is, they're going to fight from the first. The last round is going to look like the first round. So it's going to be some action-packed fireworks in there.
Okay, Lisa, real quick. Sam, Alex, the main event, Clarkson climbing in with Kyle Fancher. What do you know about him? He's at 0-1, but the main event, I'm talking about Clarkson, 2-0. This guy knows no defeat.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Clarkson, man, he's a knockout artist. If you're not out in the first round, I guarantee you probably won't see the second round. So you have to sit here and actually watch this kid, because this kid is fast and he's powerful. So you're going to see a good fight from Alex.
A beautiful recap. We're going down to the last 4 bouts that we're not even going to talk about right now. We're going to come up with the finals of what happens out here. It's Combat Sports, baby. We do it one way, because that's just the way we do it. You stay tuned as we give you the fight results.
I move in the booth on a horse and I'm draped with a sword and a shank wearing Orient paint. Time is money I can't afford in my bank. Gas on me and my DeLorean tank. Fast as Usain Bolt on Ramadan. Putting green paint on red octagons. Action Comics #1 at Comic-Con. Phenomenon, human atomic bomb. You know that I'll blow like a flying kite. Shine a white, a fire like dynamite. Cause I could die tonight. I either live to be an idol or live an idle life. This race isn't done. The time slipping in my heels. With hellhounds on my trail. This race isn't done. The time slipping in my heels. With hellhounds on my trail.
Combat Sports TV, we have the winner, John Vera. John, congratulations. That was an awesome fight. You fought Cedric Shepard from Houston, Texas. Now, you are making your pro debut tonight in your backyard, Fort Worth. How did it feel to make your pro debut in front of your family and friends?
There's a lot of pressure, honestly. I was a little nervous. But once I got in there, you know, just went away, and it's time to take care of business.
First round, you came out, and you were very methodical in the first round. You were just filling him out. You threw a lot of jabs, a lot of straight lefts. Him being a southpaw, very, very good. Second round, you came out. I don't know what your corner told you, but you came out very, very active, and you finished him. He won by second round TKO, 2 minutes and 17 seconds, by an uppercut. How did you feel winning again in your pro debut as a TKO, and how did you feel?
It feels great. It feels better than, this is one of the best feelings. Like, I've done amateur for years, lots of fights in amateurs, and never felt like this when I won. It feels a lot better, just more meaningful. I seen him staggering, and I just felt that I could connect with anything I threw, so I just threw it out there.
Well,
a lot more of my style.
Okay, well, congratulations again. Is there anyone else, anyone out there you want to give a shout out to?
Just like thank God, my family and friends, everyone that here to support me, Fort Worth. Thank everybody that's been involved. My cornerman, Ray and Ernesto. Thank you for them.
Okay, fight fans, now we come to the second fight. It's been stopped due to an injury. Trevon, tell me what happened. You were fighting Angel Salazano, and he slipped. He goes into the ropes. Tell me what happens then.
The referee actually poked him in the eye, and then everybody booing me. Yeah, that's ain't what that happened though. That's what happened. Man,
you were there.
He didn't want to fight again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, the actual end comes in the second round, and it is due to an injury. We want to see you back. I know we saw you in Victoria. You look good over there with a knockout. We'll see you next time. Any last minute shout outs?
Oh man, all praise be to Allah, man, to my family, to my coach in the court, and it's good to see you again.
Okay, baby, we'll see you next one. Okay, fight fans, now we come to the end of the second round. We've just interviewed Tavon, and he told us on this stoppage here was due to an injury. Tell me what happened. You slipped into the ropes, and it looked like you had an eye injury or something. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, we had a little misfooting there, and we had a little misfooting. I went through the ropes. A judge tried to hold me up, and instead of him putting his hands on my chest, it went right in my eye socket, my face, and his finger went in my eye. So I tried to clear it up by the time the referee allowed me, but by then it was already counted as a no contest by the judge or the medical staff.
Combat Sports TV, we have the winner, Arthur Trevino. Arthur just got through knocking out Derek Jones in the first round. 2 minutes and 20 seconds was the exact time. Arthur, congratulations. In the first round, you were very, very patient, and it seemed like you only threw when you had to. Finally, you saw an opening, you threw a left hook, and it was nights out. How do you feel coming back from your last fight and winning by knockout?
First of all, I got to thank God, because without him, none of this would be possible. And I was just praying before I went in, and I was like, God, please let me see the brighter side of this tonight, because I've seen the other side of the losing side, and it hurts, because as boxers we train very hard, and we put a lot of heart, blood, sweat, and tears into this. So I feel very blessed, and I took my time, and I watched him. I watched how he did his hands when he threw his punches, and then I just timed a perfect hook.
At any point, did you think his reach was were you in trouble because he was utilizing his jab a lot? Is that why you were so patient and waiting to see what he was going to do after he threw his jab?
Yeah, I mean, I seen, when I stepped in, I was like, man, he's a lot taller than I thought, I was like, man. So I was kind of, it kind of got me. And I seen how long his arms were, so I was like, man, I got to get in on him. And first I was thinking to land a jab, but then I was like, man, I might as well shoot for the body, he's so tall. And I knew it was an issue, but just as hard as I trained, and the guys that I sparred and throughout my amateur career, and watching like Mayweather fight Corrales and stuff like that, I knew I had a chance, and I was very blessed tonight.
Well, Arthur, you won by first round knockout. You really didn't even sweat. You still have hairspray in your hair. So what's next for you?
I'm gonna just see what my promoter Paulie Ayala has for me. I'm just gonna stay in the gym, stay focused, and not get off track. Just not get off track. Just see what my promoter has for me.
Jimmy, when you're ready. Okay, fight fans, now we come down to bout number 4. I've got Manuel, the Punisher Rojas right here, baby. He just come off a majority win, a decision. I've got to tell you, Manuel, this is probably one of the worst bouts I've seen from the standpoint of a wrestling match. How was it in there?
It was a little difficult. I've never fought anybody that just held on and ran a lot. He was moving a lot on me.
Well, you know what he was doing? He was punching, he was ducking, then he'd lunge, and he'd grab and he'd hold.
And plus, he was way shorter than me, so it was really hard to hit him. It was hard to get used to. It was a hard match for me.
Manuel, I know you're one of my favorites. I got to tell you, the first round, you lost. It looked like you were letting him play, but you were not launching any of those scuds that you have. Tell me what was going on in the first round.
I was trying to figure him out. He also had a little pop to him. His punch was a little hard, so I wasn't going to let myself just get hit. But, yeah, I was mostly being protective with myself.
Well, I got to tell you, man, the fourth round, Manuel, you unleashed from the standpoint. You caught him with some good body punches. Yeah. You found out that was the way you're going to have to win this fight, because he was wrestling you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Dave, tell me what Ricky was telling you in between those rounds.
He was telling me to jab a lot more and just let go of my punches, that I wasn't going to win if I wasn't going to throw anything.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the final cards read 38-38, 39-37, 39-37. A majority win right here for Manuel Rojas from Combat Sports. We congratulate you. Any last-minute shout-outs right quick?
I'd like to give a shout-out to my new sponsor, Dustin Haney, Paulie Ayala, my dad, my coaches, Ricky, Bernardo, and Felix, all of them.
Okay. have the winner, Samuel Clarkson. He just knocked out his opponent, Kyle Fletcher, in the first round. Sam, like I said at the very beginning, I know you as a power puncher, very fast, and I also said you gotta watch this fight. You can't get your eyes away because it's gonna be a knockout.
Yes, ma'am.
You knocked him out with a liver, in the liver shot.
Yeah.
I can feel it, and I'm still hurting. How do you feel?
Man, I feel really great. I feel blessed, man. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, man. I trained hard for it, and I came out with a victory like I said I was going to.
You were very patient in the first round, and it seemed like you guys were taunting each other. Did you feel like you got pissed? It's like, oh, so we're gonna taunt each other, and that's when you seemed like you picked your power. I don't know if you have any more power that you have, but you seem like you started hitting harder after that. Did that make you mad?
No, it didn't make me mad at all. You know, boxing is just like chess, dominoes, anything, any other sport, you know what I'm saying? If it wasn't time, it wouldn't be a sport, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's a good fighter. I take my hat off to him, but, I mean, it is what it is.
But like your last fight, you finished your opponent in the first round. This fight, you finished your opponent again in the first round. So now what, you're 3-0, you're undefeated. What's next? Because it seemed like you could fight tomorrow if you wanted to.
I'll fight right now if they got another fighter for me. I mean, Paulie Ayala's my manager. I just signed with him, so whoever he has lined up for me, I'll fight.
Well, that's awesome. Is there anybody you want to shout out for thanking them for getting you here?
Man, I want to thank you for interviewing me all my 3 fights, my whole team, my family and friends that came out and supported me, and God most importantly. Hey.
Well, there you have it, Combat Sports TV, the co-main event in his 3rd pro fight, Samuel Clarkson. You guys stay tuned and keep an eye on him because this kid is doing big, big things. Combat Sports TV, Samuel Clarkson, this is what we do.
Okay, fight fans, I gotta tell you, we come to the end of another Paulie Ayala show. Draws on the decision. I turn over to my left, my colleague, my friend, my expert, Sean Malone. Sean, I gotta tell you, there was a majority decision here, and we saw a seesaw battle with cuts. We saw eyes being closed. We saw banging. We saw picking apart. Tell me your take on it.
Well, first of all, the majority decision is bullshit. Let's call it what it is. It's bullshit. Angel Rodriguez won that fight. I give it 6-2 in terms of the rounds. I don't know how the judges scored it 76-76 in favor of a draw, but that's what happens when you fight a Fort Worth fighter in Fort Worth. So no disrespect to the judges or to Miguel because he gave a hell of a performance, but Angel won the fight. Let's call it how it is. Angel won the fight.
Okay, I hear an echo over here. You agree with that?
I agree. He gave him 2 rounds. I gave Miguel 1 round. Miguel started off slow in the first 3 rounds, and he started picking it up in the 4th round. And he just stood there. He was in front of the guy, and he was there to get hit. But again, I gave it to the other guy. I gave it to Rodriguez. I thought he won the fight. The majority decision, I do not agree. I'm sorry, Miguel, but, you know, as a fight fan, as a fighter, no disrespect to anyone, I just thought the other guy won.
Miguel, we love you. We love you as a fighter, baby. We love you as a friend. You are a part of our team. You've heard our comments. Let's move on to another one, the co-main event. I'm going to tell you, it should have been the main event. I had Samuel, Alex, the main event, Clarkson, baby. I'm going to let you start. Oh, no, Sean, you start this one off. Tell me the cliff notes of it.
Like, there is no cliff notes. Clarkson beat the hell out of the guy. And no disrespect to his opponent, but the guy was 7 pounds heavier than Alex, but he looked like he was 20 pounds. The guy was massive. Strong boxer coming out of Oak Cliff, but Alex has got it. Whatever it is, he has it. If it's speed, it's power, it's the whole package. And he proved it in here. He was the smaller guy, but his body shot to the liver put him down forever. You know what I'm saying? It was reminiscent of Bernard Hopkins and De La Hoya, like Lisa called it. He hit him on the sweet spot. Homeboy couldn't get up.
Tell me about that liver shot.
I'm going to tell you, that liver shot, I'm still hurting from it. Samuel Clarkson, like I said, he has power and he has speed. He's 3-0 with 3 knockouts. And you know what? That other guy was pretty tough. I mean, he seemed like he had some power too, but you know what? Even though Samuel he fought at 177. In amateurs, he fought at a heavier weight at that weight, but now as a pro, he fights around 160, 165. So I got to give it to Samuel. To him, it was like, hey, it's whatever. I got knockout power, so I'm going to come and fight you.
The other guy is Kyle Fancher, Fancher. We still salute you, Kyle, but the end comes at 2 minutes and 27 seconds of the very first round. It's lights out. Samuel Clarkson takes that one. Let's look at the one right before it. Also another one, Manuel Rojas. Oh, I'm going to see who wants to kind of look at this. He climbed into the ring with a guy by the name of Dwayne Wisdom, and it comes out to be a majority decision. The final cards read 38-38, 39-37, 39-37. It was a wrestling match, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought I was at a WWE fight, but you know what? That guy in the first round, he was very awkward. Even though he was a southpaw, he was an awkward southpaw. And I thought that he won the first round, and if he would have fought like that from first round all the way to the fourth round, it probably would have been a different decision. But Manuel, as technical, as strong as he is, he stayed in the fight, and he gave him to it. Even though they were wrestling, Manuel tried everything he could to throw uppercuts, body shots, and he came out with the decision.
Your take?
I thought Dwayne Wisdom, the opponent, came to win. And shout out to Naptown, my boys from Indianapolis as well. So all my Naptown family and friends out there, Naptown came to represent. But in the end, I thought Rojas deserved the victory. It was a great fight for him in this stage of his career. He's a young fighter. He hasn't been tested like this in his young career, and I think this is good. He'll build from this. Ricky Sanchez, the whole group over at Premier, they will take this, they'll go to the lab, and you'll see a better Manuel Rojas in the next fight.
An ugly fight, but a beautiful W for Mr. Rojas. Now Derek James and Arturo Trevino. It was a first round knockout, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. It's lights out. Arturo walks out with the hands out. Anybody want to say something about that?
I want to say something about his shorts. The guy who fought Trevino, what was his name? What was his opponent's name? Oh, Cedric? Derek Jones invested some boxing trunks. No disrespect, but we didn't know if you were going to do a layup drill or dunk the ball. But he has, I will say this, Derek Jones has got the build of a fighter who can make something of himself. He's tall, he's lanky, he just needs to use that reach and use his physical advantages in the ring. And Arthur Trevino capitalized, and that's as simple as that.
Okay, Lisa, let's go to the second bout. Trevon Hobbs and Angel Salazano. We had a terrible end. Tell me about that fight.
Oh, it was a great fight. It was a better fight from his last fight, because his last fight was a wrestling match, and he came out with a victory. And this time he wanted to put on a great show for the fans, and he did exactly that. So big ups to him. It didn't look like a wrestling match around this time.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I was looking now here at Trevon Hobbs and Angel. We have a bittersweet end here. In the second round, I've talked to Angel. He loses his footing right behind me, falls to the ropes, and a judge trying to save him punches, gaps his eye, and we have to stop this bout due to an injury. No decision. Now
the judge is now 1-0.
The judge is now 1-0. Well, the first one is a sweet one right here. Let me let you go ahead and read that one. It was Cedric Shepard versus John Vera.
John Vera, Fort Worth boy, making his pro debut. He had a great amateur career, but he came, he had some rough moments as any guy making his pro debut would have, but he took Cedric Shepard and knocked him out. Second round, 2 minutes, 17 seconds. It was a good performance. All in all, it was a good performance from John. I was impressed with my first viewing of him in the ring.
It was a vicious uppercut. I'll tell you what, Lisa, as we start wrapping this one up, tell me something about Paulie Ayala and what he brings to Cowtown itself, Fort Worth, Texas.
I'm going to tell you like this. Paulie Ayala always brings on good shows. He has great fighters. I'm very impressed. He got North Texas Promoter of the Year, and it's very well deserved. I mean, look where we're at. Look what he brings to the fights. So even Paulie himself, it's an all in all great fight. It was a great turnout. So I'm impressed, like always.
Sean, I know you had a great time over here. You were telling me about it. Wrap this one up for me here on the overall view of what PAP brought.
Well, PAP always brings it. Not that they're their only boxing game in town, but despite having a monopoly on the sweet science here in Dallas, in Fort Worth, they bring it. I mean, look behind us. We got a fucking band. I have no idea who these guys are. This isn't my kind of music. Lisa's getting down. But, I mean, this is what you see at a Paulie Ayala show. Every show is bigger and better, and he's always trying to reinvent how to promote a boxing match, and they need it because boxing's dying here in North Texas. You know, I know a lot of boxing people are gonna hate me for saying that, but MMA is reigning supreme, and so boxing needs to step up, and I think Paulie's doing a great job of doing that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we sit here and we sit back, and we only can tell you this: the party's starting right here. You miss it next time, may you be told that only one sports center brings it to you itself, and that's CombatSportsTVLive.com. You stay tuned as the team one more time brings it to you. Until our next one, we salute you. Farewell.
Couldn't use just your average pedestrian with estrogen to test as my specimen. I needed you, the sexiest there's ever been. Thomas Edison mode, my head is in.